And we will, let's see, you want to do the 5 waves today as a little bit of a different start, a different starter. Oh, no. Let's just come into center. I've changed my mind. Maybe we'll end with the waves as a sort of flow. I don't know. I wanted to do the 3 treasures as a flow at the end there. So I don't know. We'll have to see how we feel at the end. All right. So taking a few breaths into center. Bringing yourself within and allowing your awareness to softly drop and land at Dantian level. Tuning into that ocean of energy. And from there, just tap and turn, or turn and tap. So loosen off the arms and then let them come in to stimulate the sash. So maybe we're going to try to do like a full session of the Dantian Qigong today, involving everything. We'll see if we can remember all the bits. Just now, just loosen off. And you know that this movement, when you have worries or things that are working in your head, you can just do this movement and just let the cogs find the way through to any worries or any problems that you're trying to work out. This is a really good movement for letting go in the head as well. And then you can tap and brace slightly with the tummy, tap with your fists. And just look forward and keep your head looked forward. And just keep turning under the head. Very good. And release, relax. Going into our turns in the hips. I don't know why I said it like that. It just sounded funny. Okay, turning the hips. So going one way, just thinking that you're still in the loosen off process. Just establishing the flow. So we're not trying to achieve anything, any stretching or maximizing movement prowesses. We're just very gently loosening off. And then we're coming back. And feel the difference, rotating one way and rotating the other way. See if there are any difference, if there is one side that is needing this gentle massage more than the other. Maybe they both need it equally. Very good. I'm just coming back to the center, coming up And breathing in, tilting the tailbone back, breathing out, tucking under, and in and out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, digging into the back there, shoulders down, breathing out. So when you're doing this one, relax your shoulders, let them drop, and then breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathe in, breathe out. Keep the tuck, drop the hands, and roll the ball. So tailbone sticking out the back, work the what's it called again? the curve, and then curve under, then curve out, and go under. Curve out again, and go under, out again, and under. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and in, and out. Just widening your stance a little bit. Hands on the top of the quad there. And just go into your bestest horse stance that you can this morning. It could be that it's quite high, like mine is quite high this morning. And we're going to do full circles. So remember that you start from the center, you go and dig to one side, you turn your head as you're down, and you turn with the head to the side all the way back to full circle, okay? You also breathe out on the way down, breathe in on the way up, breathe out, breathe in, 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 breathe out, breathe in. Try to keep your back straight and your legs bent into that horse stance. You're really applying more pressure into the dantian area than you would if you were not coming back full circle, okay? Breathe in, breathe out, and in. We're going to go breathing out half circle, breathe in center, breathe out to the other side, breathe up in the center, breathe out, breathe in the center, and just keep doing this one. Breathing out, breathe in into the center. Keeping your back nice and straight, not dropping your shoulders, so not allowing the shoulders to round off, or rather keeping everything nice and straight and flat. And come up, relax. Bring your feet in. Breathe in, float the hands up. Breathe out. Push down. And just stay here, pushing down dantian. Just for a minute or two. No, sorry, a second or two. A moment or two. Not a whole minute. And finish the push. Turn the hands so that they're now in sort of triangles. Yeah, in a sort of triangular. So the hands for this, they're not towards you. They're sort of facing each other, and the thumbs are flexed towards the inside. And then when you open, the thumbs will open, okay? So you will do this gymnastic with your thumbs, as well as the rotation with the arms. Yeah. And we'll turn the head as well. Then we'll come back and we'll flex back with the thumbs. Does that make sense? So when you come back, I shouldn't be seeing the back of your hands. I should see the triangle and the thumbs sort of pointing into each other. Yeah, like that. Good. Good. Excellent. So try again. So as you open the arms, open the thumbs as well. And look to the side as you breathe in. And then breathe out, come back. So this is where you really perceive that Qigong, it doesn't matter how small a movement you're doing, it could be just that, and it's already having an impact. So breathing in, breathing out, coming back to the triangle, thumbs pointing into each other, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, very good. Breathing out. So don't be afraid to flex your thumbs so that you can see how mine are not drooping like that, but they're held up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So if you keep it at dantian level, which is kind of there, then you're also working from the dantian. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, such a simple exercise. But you know what it's called, right? It's called turning the head to ward off 1,000 diseases. So I guess it pays off to be accurate with it, right? Breathe in and breathe out. Very good. Float the hands as if on steam clouds. And then just push down and try to push the ball under the water. And finish pushing. Maybe that you're encountering resistance. And then if you're back here, flex your wrists so that your fingers are pointing forward. So you're going from there in the last movement to here. Okay, if you can do that in the flex. And we're gonna be from here, expanding the dantian, breathing in, opening the arms, but keeping the shape. Breathe out, compress the pearl. So fingers are pointing forward the whole time. Breathe in. Fingers pointing forward the whole time, like towards your screen. Breathe in. Breathe out. So this is all about expansion, contraction. You want to keep that flex in the wrist. And you want to keep it all the way up so that your fingers are pointing forward rather than to the sides. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. It's almost like gathering at the end there. Breathe in, just lift from the shoulders, lift the arms, and breathe out, compress. So we're opening the shoulders out rather than up. We're opening them out. And we bring the hands to about shoulder level and then compress. Very good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, there's a full set that goes with this, which is called zhan Qigong in the foundational practice. And this is the first exercise of it. It's really fun. Okay, let's see. 5 minutes of Wuji. We might do this with the 5 elemental postures. So let's see. Let's do the metal posture first with the bear. Is this the bear? Embrace the tree, low position. So soft knees, arms round. You can even relax your arms a little bit more, Mahi, and so that it's almost like you're supporting the dantian from underneath. Just breathing into it, this. And you can unstick the hands from the body. You know, if they're close to the body, you can bring them forward. This will help with the, yeah, that's very good. Yeah. So you're carrying this big metal thing for about a minute. So there's loads of different 5 element zhan practices. This one is issued out of Daoyin. And it's my go-to. I really quite like it. I like to work it to 10, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes. There are 5 postures. And just relax into metal. Just feeding and forming your dantian even with that metal. And we're going to hold the urn. So bring the hands to the back, and it's the same as the posture that was in the front, except that we're holding that water urn to the back, okay? So you're going to try to not go too much like this. Just sink back, round off your arms, check in the camera if you need to, check the side angle if you need to, so that you make sure that you sink back rather than letting yourself be pushed up. Good. And just hold that urn, water urn at the back. And it's just like any endurance. You just have to relax into it and just breathe through it. And maybe even connect to the water in your body. You can feel that this posture is probably stimulating the water in your body. Keep breathing. Keep relaxing. And we're going to come forward to embrace the tree in the high posture. Like this. Dropping the elbows so that your elbows don't need to be. They can just drop. Just breathing, embracing that tree, that wood. Separate your hands. It's as if you had little beads that were coming and lodging themselves between your fingers, okay? So allow the fingers and the palms to build space so that you can catch the chi. Build a little bit of tension. So feeling that wood energy just being nurtured. And feel how active this is. We're going to go into the holding the urn in the yang position. So arms up, elbows out to shoulders. And then you're going to press forward. But it's like you're holding a vase or an urn at sort of face level. We're not going to stay here very long. Just do your best to relax into it. Feel the effect. This is for fire. This is the heart, small intestine, and in part, the pericardium and the triple burner. So you're going to feel this one, right? Don't forget to keep relaxing the shoulders, keep allowing them to drop. And come down. Relax. And we're going to go holding the urn in the yin position. So the arms are forward, hands maybe a little bit up from the elbows. And it's almost like you're pressing on the dantian. But also different from that. Your hands are further forward. Yeah, good, good, good. Just relax here, linking straight into the earth, into our digestive organs, stomach, pancreas. And just relax your shoulders, relax your arms. Just only use what you need and no more. Very good. Push down. And roll the ball. And the feet okay? Your feet okay? You need to kick the legs maybe? You need to take a few steps. It's okay if you do. You can walk around with your ball. It's allowed. You can walk around with the ball if you need to. Just take a minute to walk around if you need. Okay, so we're holding a small ball just around the abdomen. And let's see, make that ball a little bit bigger. Come into the quad and then pull back, turn the ball, shift the weight, sink into the other quad. Pull back, shift, turn. Very good. So remember to keep your knees to the front and you're going to close the quad here. Okay, so you're going to turn into the side. Allow the hip to close. And I know you can do that because I've seen you do it last week. So turning the ball as we open and close the quad. So really important that we're able to squeeze into the quad there with the knee pointing forward. This is kind of a staple exercise, being able to do that to close the quad and open the quad. So you can add some smoothness. To your movement. So remember that you're not turning from the waist, but turning into the hip, okay? It's a really neat trick. Yeah, once you can do it, it's really neat. Now let's see if we come to center. Do we remember how to expand the field? Out that way, then up, touching earth and sky, coming back, mixing the cauldron, breathing out if you want to add the breath. Breathing out again. Touch earth and sky. Breathe in on the way down. Breathe out. Breathe in on the way in. Breathe out. Earth and sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. Hold the breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hold breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. So again, we're shifting the weight around here in 50-50, just busy touching earth and sky, just bringing all of that back in the dantian and closing the quad to one side, shifting to the other side, close the quad and then come back to center. Down and out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathing in on the way down, breathing out. Then breathing in as you scoop under. Breathe out. Hold. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're going to come and just hold the hand under. So you have your hands sort of stacked. Take a couple of breaths. From here, we're going to pull the hip and then push from the hip, turn the hand, and draw this small circle in front of you. So again, this is very much about the opening, closing of the quad. You're working the dantian and the pumps on either side of it, okay? Closing the quad, coming across, closing the other quad, come to center, pull the hip, push the hip, coming over, make a nice circle in front of you. So the trick though is that the circle is really here. You see it? But because your body is going, it gives you the impression that the circle is doing that. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? But the circle itself is like this. It's fairly small. But because I am using my hips, I'm pushing into the side there, right? You can see that. And so the circle kind of follows my body. Good. Okay, very good. So a small amount of circle in the hand or in the arm translates, in fact, as a huge circle because of the movement of the body. Good, very good. And this is excellent if you have like lower back issues, if you tend to suffer from a pain in the lower back. You want to work these particular exercises that are opening and closing the quad because they're really getting the tension away from the lower back. Very good. Okay, very good. So from here, we're going to come back down. We're going to come and hold the ball again. Going to circulate through the microcosmic orbit. Remember, so we're bringing it up the back, over the head, down the front. So I'm going to give you a side view of this. So up. You can feel it building into the back and the head, coming down. You can keep, did I say already, maybe you can keep the tongue to the roof of the mouth. I forget what I've said. If you want to increase the circulation, tongue to the roof of the mouth. What we were saying last week is that we can feel the yang building up all the way to the head. And then as it transforms to yin, it feels very different. So that would be at that level, the mouth, the throat level, and even down to the heart. Just now, just sink into the sensations, into your own microcosmic orbit. So I'm allowing you to do this in silence. And hopefully this is better for you noticing what's happening in your body. In your systems. It's just like the wheels going around and train. Allow the hands to come down. Finish your movement gently. Allow your hands to stack. We're going to work the coherence in the front there. So just thinking of really descending the chi that's been building in the head. We're going to come up, point the thumb towards the forehead, and then point the thumb down, direct the energy down into the lower dantian. So pointing to the forehead and then directing the energy down to the lower dantian, keeping the tongue to the roof of the mouth. So like really emphasizing that second half of the microcosmic orbit, which is that large vessel in the front. So I think the one in the back is called Renmai, and the one in the front is called Dumai. Maybe you're wrong. If you think I'm wrong, just let me know. One is the conception vessel, one is the governing. Very good. Take a few more moments just to really dig into how you're feeling this. Very good. Just allow your movement to complete at your own pace. Just fold the hands over the dantian just for a wee second, just taking stock. Just allowing everything to stabilize. And see how you got on with this particular exercise. All right, so here we're back. We're going to go into our stirring the dantian clockwise. This is my left. So clockwise, yes. Both doing it right, good. So hovering the hand. And we're going to bring some chi up and flood the channels down, back up, and settling it back down. Swapping, still turning clockwise. Stirring the cauldron. Picking up some chi. Flooding down. Back up. Center and down. Swapping around. So very mindfully, or as mindfully as you can, which we've done this a few times, so you're familiar with it. You should be able to start relaxing into it. Picking up. Flooding down. Round. Back up. Taking the chi back down to the dantian. Nothing wasted. And again, clockwise. Yeah, that's it. Stirring until it is at the perfect mix. And what it is, just pick up Float around and down. Final repeat. Clockwise again. Picking up some chi. Floating down the arm. And back up. Coming back down. Keep going. And up. Coming round. Settling both hands. From here, picking up the chi flooding through the long meridians over the head, down the sides and the back, carrying on down the back and sides of the leg, coming round over the feet, up the front and the inside of the legs, and going around again. Just flooding around. Down the back, over the feet, coming up. One more time. Down the back, around the feet. Now we're going to settle it all in the dantian. Just doing circles from large. We're going to work that spiral in from a very big circle to a very small circle over the dantian. Just working our circles. Smaller and smaller and smaller. To a settling down. Bringing in your feet for bamboo in the wind. Just allowing your body to absorb the energy. And unhook anything which is stuck. Just allow your body time and space for these micro movements to work very gently. And we're just going to breathe into the dantian. Nurturing, strengthening, witnessing the exchanges in the body for a few seconds. And then just bring your hands up, dedicating with intention, what you're going to be using all this energy for. Breathe in. Release with a sigh. Thank you, ladies. So let's see if the flooding, the meridians counter the tiredness.